Welcome to day 123 of our BitClout journey. I'm Ed Krassenstein here with my twin brother, Brian. We have two special guests today, Tropics and Maddie Pryor. And before we get to talking to them and their CloutCon event that's coming up this week, I just want to touch
Super exciting. I'm really excited.
Okay.
I had to say that.
Stop interrupting me, please. Anyhow, I just want to touch on a little bit of news. And so yesterday, Diamond Hands finally got back to the community and the developers about their concerns with the upcoming NFT release. And he originally said he would get back to everybody within a few days, and he did, like promised. And I think he pretty much answered everybody's questions and concerns to the best of his ability, and I think it's pretty much satisfying everyone. And there's a few of the things that he touched on. So file size. You're going to be able to upload unlimited file sizes to ARWeave, arweave.org. It's a decentralized, like basically internet repository that's on the internet forever on the blockchain. So it's good for NFTs because you don't ever have to worry about, say, a Google Drive or a Dropbox going out of business and losing all of your files. And then that NFT essentially becomes valueless because the files don't exist to back it up, the unlockable content in the file. So I think that's a great thing. ARWeave is a bit confusing to use. Actually, Brian and I did it this morning. And I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. And once you have money in your account, it's pretty simple. So the other thing you touched on is the service fees. In the slides that were shown, it showed a $10 service fee. And people were like, okay, that's a little pricey, especially if I want to do transfers to other people. It's going to cost me $10 every time I transfer an NFT to somebody when that feature comes out later. And the answer that Diamond Hands gave pertaining to that is that the service fees are going to be very, very low, which means probably under $10. It's probably going to be a lot less than $10, which I think is going to be really awesome for anybody who wants to mint and sell NFTs on BitClout. Another thing he talked about is that it has been confirmed. A lot of people questioned how coin holder royalties were going to be distributed. So they are going to go back into purchasing the artist's coin, and that amount gets locked. Basically, the key is thrown away, so it sets a floor on the coin holder and raises the coin holder's coin value. I mean, the artist's coin value. So that's really good. I think that's what we were all kind of hoping for, and so that's exactly how that's going to work. And then you touch on some of the coming features that are going to come in version 2 of the NFT platform BitClout, which means not upon the launch, but at a future date. And those are the ability to mint NFTs that cannot be sold, the ability to buy NFTs without auction, private auctions, so you can just hold auctions for certain individuals, perhaps your coin holders or just your friends. There's going to be the ability to hide certain NFTs from your profile. Like say you buy a nude NFT, or say you buy an NFT, a politically oriented NFT, and you don't really want that on your profile. You don't have to show that. There's going to be NFT collections, which are really important. If say you're doing a trading card series or just a collection that you want all those NFTs to fit inside that collection. There's going to be the ability to divide NFT sales amongst artists. So say me and Tropics wanted to create a collaboration and create an NFT and work together, share the revenue, share the coin holder royalties. There's going to be a way to do that. There's going to be, of course, the transfer of NFTs. And I think the idea that the service fee is going to be lower than the $10 that people saw is great for that. There's going to be the ability to burn NFTs, which will essentially allow you to send it to a key, and then that key doesn't have a seed phrase, so it's basically locked in there forever. And finally, there's going to be the ability for NFT artists to return art to the artist. So the receiver that buys a piece of art can return it to the artist if they'd like. So I think that's it. Brian was going to talk a little bit about something we discovered thanks to Tidjin on BitClout about Coinbase.
Yeah, so there was a comment by Diamond Hands on the GitHub regarding the new NFT feature and how they're going to roll something out. And he mentioned that as soon as this change happens, the Coinbase, AscendX, and blockchain could all update their node. So that means that Coinbase is running a node, which obviously is good news for those that want Coinbase to get involved here. Whether it's just going to be as an exchanger, or maybe they're going to actually integrate social media or maybe an NFT marketplace into Coinbase. We don't know, but that would be huge. And with that,
I want to ask Tropics a question about this. So the fact that they're running a node, Coinbase is running a node, does that simply mean that they're going to be an exchanger, or would that be a signal of much more?
I would say I'm not technical enough to answer that with confidence of 100%, but I would say that it could be anything. It could be a node, it could be for social, building a project, or an exchange. So if it's just a node, it could be pretty much anything, I would say.
Okay, cool.
All right, so cool. So as you probably know, because it's been all over BitClout, CloutCon is happening on Thursday, July 29th. And Maddie and Tropics are the ones running it all. So let's hear from you two about what CloutCon is going to be about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Brian. And thank you both so much for having us. We are stoked to be here and really respect what both of you guys are doing in the community and what you're contributing. It is a big week. We are obviously very stoked about CloutCon. It has been a rapid fire process over the last several weeks, getting everybody in the mix and creating this event. What you can expect is a showcase of all of the coolest projects happening on BitClout right now, some of the biggest thought leaders, and just an opportunity for the community to really come together, have a unifying experience. It'll be educational, there will be an entertainment component. There's going to be games, contests, coin giveaways. It's going to be a really dynamic event, all-day event for the entire community. And the goal here is, coming off of the last couple of months and obviously off of the event in Miami. Miami was such an exciting event. It was our inaugural event. It was the first in-person meetup that the BitClout community was able to participate in together. And it was awesome. For those of you that were there and experienced it, there was like an inexplicable magic about it, being able to meet in person and get together, have fun, socialize. Craig, Jake, Reed, and Arts actually spoke to the group and kind of got everyone hyped and talked about the future of the platform. And it was a really cool moment. We were super honored to be able to host that. But the biggest thing that I heard and that Dylan and I both heard coming off of that is people were like, I was dying to be there, but I couldn't make it to Miami. Like it just wasn't feasible for me for a myriad of reasons. But I was dying to be there. I want to be participating. And that is what led us to have our next event be virtual. We really wanted to prioritize accessibility and allowing everyone who wants to participate in the event to be there. And so CloutCon Virtual is meant for that exact purpose. Anyone on the BitClout community or off the BitClout community, we actually just opened tickets in USD so that people who aren't on BitClout yet, but are maybe really curious about the platform, are excited about it, but haven't committed to make their profile yet. This is a great opportunity for them as well to come kind of see what the community is all about, get some education, but also catch the vibe, right? Get an idea of what the culture is and really immerse. And so that's the entirety of, the concept for this particular event. I think in the future, what you can expect from CloutCon is more events, more opportunities to gather, and also a creator onboarding component. There will be an initiative in the future where we're actually bringing creators onto the platform and then giving them an opportunity to be on a stage, be on the CloutCon stage and really showcase what they're doing in front of a big audience. So that's kind of the overview of the entire project, but I want to let Dylan speak to some of the specific programming. He has been in the mix with every single creator that you're going to see on Thursday. So Dylan, I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, of course. And I'm super excited. And Maddie hit it on the spot with everything describing what we are doing with CloutCon and especially CloutCon Virtual, which we're excited for the whole community to be a part of. So yeah, I'll just give some logistics about the event, just so you know what you're getting when you're buying a ticket. Tickets are $20. And like Maddie said, you can either buy it with Clout or now you could buy it with USD. So you could send it to those friends who are still speculating. Now, what the timing is, it's 9 a.m. Pacific to 7 p.m. Pacific. So it's a 10-hour virtual conference, and there will be an after party as well. There will be over 15 events during the day, whether that's talks, games, music. It's going to be a full-fledged event of fun activities. Will keep you engaged, interactive, and intimate. There's over 50 plus creators involved. And as you saw yesterday, it was awesome to see Diamond Hands recloud and buy his ticket. There are 10 plus projects built on top of BitClout that are also included in various ways, which is awesome to see them part of the CloutCon environment and ecosystem. There's going to be multiple ways to win CloutCon coin during the whole day, which is super stoked. Like, we're stoked about it because there's things like marble racing, memes, treasure hunting, and just fun ways where you can just win CloutCon coin for just being in attendance and being part of the event. And every ticket purchase, so every time you purchase your $20 ticket, you will get the BitClout NFT commemorative token for CloutCon Virtual, and that's made by BitClout Coin Master. And then now you'll be entered into an exclusive raffle to win the CloutCon NFT by Ghost and Joshua Patrol. They're doing a collaboration for CloutCon. So, let's say everyone buys a ticket, only 5% of them will win that exclusive collaboration, but everyone will get the commemorative token. And the goal here is, in the future, there will be use cases to the commemorative token for attending multiple events and showing your support back to the CloutCon, brand and event. So yeah, no, that's it. That's what you can expect for getting a ticket. We could dig deeper if we want in terms of the events and programming. Maddie, would you like to, should we go into it a little bit?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Awesome. So yeah, we're debuting the programming live here on the Krasenstein Show. Let's go. So we're starting off the morning with none other than Bite into BitClout, morning breakfast and news with Thor Torrance and Michael Lee Rowland, which we're excited to start off the day at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm realizing I need to pull up my schedule so I can read along this, but let's see what we've got next. Still, is it Clout Room?
Yes, it is. It is a Clout Room special edition at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, and that's with Maz, and that's going to be a special guest with Maz.
Awesome. And then at 10:15, we've got our impact talk with Jake Udell, Reed, and Arts. So that one bumped up to the morning. For those of you who will be tuning in, make sure you catch that one. It's going to be an amazing talk with 3 incredible thought leaders about the future of the platform and answering questions from the audience as well. So we'll be seeding some prompts on our BitClout page throughout the week, asking you guys, what are you interested in hearing about from these creators? And we will actually be seeding your questions with them. They'll be answering them during your program.
Yeah, and then at 11 a.m. Pacific, we have BitClout 101, onboarding and mass adoption with none other than the Krasenstein brothers.
We can't wait.
Yes.
Also have the Desteinsta sisters, which is a great combination, I think, for this. Do you guys want to add into anything what people should expect for this conversation?
Yeah, I think we want to kind of just give people like a broad overview of how you can be successful in BitClout and like what are the to-dos and not to-dos. How can you engage and get engagement yourself? The 2 sisters Desteinsta, they've been at it since I think probably the same amount of time we have, like 123 days or something. And they've kind of been masters of engagement themselves. So I think we really look forward to kind of bouncing ideas off of each other and kind of coming to a conclusion for everybody, what people should be doing on BitClout, because I think a lot of people get here and they're like, well, what should I do now? Like, do I post every day? Do I post 10 times a day? How do I engage with people? When do I diamond something? So I think we can kind of go over that and kind of give people a good feel for like how they should act. And I'm not saying we're the determinant of that, but we can give some advice and pointers.
Yeah, I think, everybody has different ideas, and even Brian and I, we have different ideas on how to go about certain things sometimes, and we get in, not arguments, but we get we have to
Fist
talk to
fight.
each other about
Box.
stuff. And coming from Twitter and coming from other social media sites, there's certain norms on those platforms that are norms there, but they're not so taboo here, or vice versa. So, the community here is a lot different, as you guys know. Like, so far, it's been a great community. No, there's not like division and hatred like you see on other social media platforms. So I think there's different things you bring some over from other platforms, some ideas on how to get engagement, but you also have to modify it a little bit. I think we'll probably talk a little bit about that.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's going to be super valuable. And, for anyone who's new to the platform or is checking out BitClout kind of maybe for the first time or the second or third, BitClout 101 is definitely going to be a talk that I'm directing them to, as this is a really great place to start. If you're attending CloutCon virtual and you're new to the platform in any capacity, this is the one not to miss.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'll take us through some of the midday programming. At 11:30 a.m. Pacific, we're talking about building on BitClout. So open source blockchain, we're having just a conversation about developing on the platform and maybe what you can expect in the future, what's actually being developed on the platform right now. At 12 o'clock, we're doing a halftime with Hype, so Hyped halftime event, where we'll be having a musical guest and some pretty cool visuals. Those guys are taking over our lunchtime programming and building out a really entertaining, super visual moment that we are super stoked about. Dill, you want to kick us off at the afternoon?
Yeah, I'll just talk about the different talks, and later today we'll find out who will be speaking in each of them, because I want to get into how to buy tickets as well. So at 1 p.m. Pacific, we have projects on BitClout. So building on top of BitClout, on the blockchain, and talking about the different types of projects that have existed. That's going to be super exciting. 1:45 p.m. Pacific, we have marble racing with marbles on streams, and Baskets, which is he's a professional commentator and broadcaster in esports, and he's going to be, everyone who bought a ticket will be entered into marble races, and it will be, I am so excited for this.
That sounds fun.
There's going to be marble racing live, and the top winners will receive CloutCon coin, and then there will be also a winner from the creator side of those who are involved, the speakers, and then they'll compete for the ultimate CloutCon virtual marbles on stream champion, and maybe they'll win something even bigger like an NFT. But yeah, super excited for that. 2:15 p.m. Pacific, we have the Nacho Average open mic, which is super exciting to get everyone involved who doesn't have a speaker role yet. We have Gen Z on BitClout at 2:45, which we're super excited to hear from the Gen Z community. 3:30 p.m. we have BitClout investing, so investing in creator coins, understanding the founder reward and bonding curve. We have 4:30 p.m. we have memes and puzzles, so you can compete for CloutCon coin giveaway with those types of fun treasure hunts and the memes of BitClout. 5 o'clock, we have a one-on-one with Craig with a special guest, so excited to hear more about that as the days lead on. 5:30 p.m. we have the creator economy, monetization, and NFTs, which are two really important things of understanding how to build yourself as a creator, understanding monetization, building your brand and presence, and understanding what is to come with NFTs, as you guys explained earlier. 6:15 is going to be one of the funnest events, I think. It's Family Feud, BitClout edition, and it's Bits Today versus Clouded Ones, which we're super excited. I'll name some of the people for this one. So for Bits Today, we have ASG, NVO, Drip Cult, Alina Ferry. And for Clouded Ones, we have Free Market Capitalist, Shebang, Level Up Guy, Sourdough, and host is Dirty Milk. So excited. Look out soon. We're going to be dropping a survey if you want to be one of the 100 people to be surveyed for the event. Super, super excited. But quickly want to go into also at 7 p.m. Pacific right now, we have the after party brought to you by the amazing people at After Party, which will be the event, which will be the only thing off the platform of Hopin that will be streaming on. And that's going to be amazing. Just like earlier, it's going to be a culmination of, I'm sure, music and just wrapping up what the amazing day was of what we could do possibly, you know, as a community and coming together on a platform, just making the day culminate with everything on BitClout with the creators. But quickly, just want to dive deep into ticketing. How do you get your $20 ticket for CloutCon? Probably there's 3 ways to do it. Number one, you can go to cloutconvirtual.com. It will walk you through the steps of how to buy your ticket. Number 2, you can go to BitClout directly. You can search CloutCon Virtual on the top right. That will be where you could buy your ticket. So you would go to send Clout on the left side, and then assumption that BitClout stays at $100, you would put 0.2 Clout, which will equal $20 in USD. And then you would send that to CloutCon Virtual, and you'll be automatically DM'd your ticket. And that was brought to you by Cloutcast, the amazing team there. They made a system for ticketing, which is awesome. So they'll automatically be DM'd your ticket. And then the last one will be, again, USD. You'll be able to buy your ticket through USD if you want to go that route, or if you want to send that link, you know, to your friends who are speculating. So if you are confused about anything I said, you can always go to cloutconvirtual.com and all the information for tickets are there.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I think that it's going to be so worth that $20, because I feel that it's going to teach everybody about BitClout. You're going to get to know some of the big names in the community, and you're going to, I think there's so much information out there that people don't totally understand, like the bonding curve and like how NFTs are going to work. So I think it's super important that people join up and buy a ticket and see everything that's going on Thursday.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. And one thing I'll add is, you know, the purpose of this event, like we said, is to serve the community. We want to contribute in the way that's most valuable to everyone. And so there will be opportunities over the week to feedback about, you know, what do you most want to hear about, or what's a question you're dying to ask Jake Reed in Arts, and same goes for Craig. There are a lot of opportunities for people to really shape the program in some really special ways. That includes the survey that Dylan mentioned around the Family Feud. Like, we want to know what was your favorite moment on BitClout? What do you think, what announcement would be the biggest game changer for the platform? And so there are definitely ways to contribute to the programming to help shape it. That's the point, is that we are here to collaborate and build together. And so we want to be involved. And if there's something that you want to communicate with our team directly, you can DM us. I'm at Maddie Pryor. You can also DM at CloutCon. I'll let Dill share his preferred channels, but we want to be in touch with the people that are attending, with the people that are thinking about attending and haven't decided yet. We're around, and we want to make something that is the most valuable for you guys. So get in touch with us.
Just tropics. You could just say.
There we go.
Well, awesome. Thanks for joining us. And if you don't already have it on your schedule, Thursday, it starts at, what was it? What time did it start again?
9 a.m. Pacific.
9 a.m. Pacific, noon
Eastern time. So
Eastern time.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be watching it all day. I'm probably going to have to skip the gym that day.
Yeah, so I think that's a good place to leave off. And remember Thursday.
Thanks, everybody. And thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.